Welcome, yogis. Let's begin in a seated, cross-legged position. If you have a pillow or a bolster, anything you can support underneath your hips. Allow the hands to rest on the thighs, palms down. Gently close the eyes. As we begin this process of arriving on our yoga mat today, settle your awareness into your flow of breath. Inhale, the breath moves in. Exhale, the breath empties. Not adding any force at all to move the breath, rather just settling soft awareness. And the breath fills in. And the breath empties out. Each passing round of breath, allowing you to arrive more fully here, into the now, into your body, so that through this process of turning inward, we become like travelers on this inward journey, using our yoga practice as a map to guide our way as we journey into the depths of our muscles, joints, connective tissues. Clearing out tension, tightness, and stagnation to create new space for movement, ideas, May we allow this inner journey to help us see more clearly into our perceived obstacles, and the things that are holding us back. Palms come together, thumbs connect at the heart. Inhale, breath moves in. Exhale, release it out. Feel this space. You have arrived. And gently blinking open the eyes, retaking in your surroundings, releasing the hands alongside the hips and slightly back behind the body, coming onto the fingertips. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the crown of the head. Exhale, dip the chin, walk the hands forward. As the hands walk forward, energetically they pull back. Chin dips to the chest, navel draws tight and back, Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the gaze, hands energetically pull back. Exhale, chin dips, navel draws tight, tail roots. Inhale, heart lifts, crown lifts, hands back. Exhale, keep moving with the breath. chin dips. Uddiyana Bandha engages navel tight, root down. Inhale, lift. Expanding the heart. Exhale, Uddiyana Bandha. Navel tight, tail roots. Creating this fire in the belly. Creating a heat from the inside depths. Last one, inhale, lift the heart, extend the spine. Exhale, come all the way forward, lowering to the forehead, forearms. Walking the hands over to the right, placing the left palm on top of the right hand. Keep the left sit bone rooted down. Walking the hands over to the left, placing the right hand on top of the left, keeping the right sit bone rooted down. Coming back through center, crossing the ankles and rolling over the feet to all fours, coming into kneeling. Curl the toes under and set aside any props you are using as a support. Coming into our first downward facing dog. Pedaling out the legs as it feels good. Spreading the hands. Shake out your head. You can nod it yes and no. Moving the jaw from side to side. Release out whatever you've got. Inhale and come high on those toes. Exhale, bend the knees, float the knees down toward the earth, press the belly back. Inhale, straighten those legs, rise up and back to that down dog. Finding just some floating movement. And then step or hop the feet up toward the hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs into your Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold in. And last one. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold in. From empty breath, push into the heels. Root down to rise up, reaching the hands up overhead. Exhale, lower the thumbs to the heart. We are going to come through Surya Namaskar A multiple times and begin to generate this heat and keep building on this heat. Exhale, release the hands alongside the body. Inhale, sweep them up overhead. Palms come together. Release the prayer down the front line of the body as we empty and fold in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to step back into our plank pose. Inhale, move the breath, basic pranayama. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower. Tent the fingers in line with the shoulders. Drop the forehead down, connecting the forehead to the earth. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale, push up through a plank pose or back through a child's pose, journeying to our downward facing dog. As we settle in, keep moving the breath. Inhale fills. Exhale flows out. Inhale, come high on the toes. Exhale, bend and float the knees. On empty breath, step or float forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold in. On emptied breath, push into the feet, rooting down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Palms come together. Exhale, thumbs connect into the heart. Release the hands alongside the body. Inhale, palms come up. Exhale, prayer traces the front body as we fold back in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, step back, high plank. Inhale, fill basic pranayama. Exhale, empty and lower. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Release the toes. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower to the forehead, tenting the fingers underneath the shoulders. Elbows lift wide. Push down through your upward plank or child's pose, meeting in downward facing dog. Already beginning to sense and feel any obstacles that might be standing in our way. Inhale high on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, float or step forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold back into the earth. On empty breath, push down into the heels. Inhale, rise up, palms together. Exhale, thumbs pass through the heart. Open the hands. Inhale, palms come back together. Exhale, prayer traces the front line of the body as we fold in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Planting the hands, step back, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, forehead finds the earth, hands tent. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Inhale, push down to rise up through a plank pose. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, float or step forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. On empty breath, root down, rise up, bringing the thumbs to the heart. Open the hands. Inhale, hands come together up overhead. Exhale, prayer traces the front line of the body. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold in. Step back to your high plank. Inhale, take a breath. Exhale, lower. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, lower your forehead, and this time as you come onto your forehead, consider placing center of the brow, the place where our thoughts just swirl, laying all that chaos and setting it down into the earth. Inhale, push back up, power through your plank pose. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale, float or step forward. Inhale as you arrive, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. On emptied breath, root down into the heels. Inhale, rise up, circling the arms overhead. Exhale, thumbs to the heart. On empty breath, open the hands. Inhale, circle them up. Palms trace the front line of the body with the prayer on the exhale, fold in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold to the earth. Plant, step back, high plank. Lengthen back through the heels. Feel the inner thighs turning upward toward the sky. Crown forward. Exhale, empty, release to the belly. Inhale, back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, lower forehead down, emptying the chaotic thoughts, leaving them with the earth. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale, push up. Hips can go back to heels, child's pose, or up through plank, back to downward facing dog, meeting in down dog. We keep moving through breath by breath. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale, float or step forward. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold in. At the end of the out breath, push into the heels. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, palms to the heart. stay in this moment. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, float them up. Exhale, trace the prayer down the front line of the body as we fold into the earth. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold in, step back, high plank pose. Push back through the heels as you fire up the legs. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, push down, rise up, high plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga, all the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, release through your chaturanga to the belly. Forehead down, dissolving the incessant chatter in the center of the brow, leaving it on the earth. That's beautiful. Slow the breath down. Hands under shoulders. Push the hips back to the heels. Lowering back into a child's pose. Walking the hands forward, but releasing the forehead down. Come on back and come onto your forearms. Stepping the feet back and then walking up into dolphin pose. Really rooting down into the elbows and the lengths of the forearms. Soften the knees, light on the toes, easing in, not a stressed out dolphin, moving with care and ease. Send down through the forearms. And as you send down through the forearms, also send down through the heels. Let the back of the neck grow longer. Begin to unhinge your jaw and move the lower jaw from side to side. Just letting out some of the tension that begins to be stored in that jaw. Go ahead, lower the knees down. Shifting the hips back to the heels, dropping the forehead to the earth. Sweep the arms back in the direction of the toes. Interlace the 10 fingers in the low back and then reach the fists into the sky above. Massaging out tension in the forehead and the center of the brow. Lowering the hands to the earth. Stretch your arms overhead. Rise up to all fours and then lower onto the forearms, stepping the feet back one at a time into our forearm plank. Feel the scooping of the tailbone under and a lifting upward of the navel. Pushing down energy into those forearms while pushing back through the heels. Feeling a deep connection to the movement of breath. Inhale fills you up. Exhale flows out. Exhale, begin to lower the hips to the earth. Uncurl the toes. Inhale into this Sphinx pose. Tops of the feet down. Pubic bone down. Heart reaches forward. Gaze forward. If accessible, widen the hands toward the outer corners of the mat and begin to lift the elbows off the earth, keeping as much space as you can in the vertebra, especially the lumbar spine. Send your vision inward into the lower back and create spaciousness, as if you could see the compression that happens over time in your low back. 2 more breaths. Empty the breath and once again tent the hands alongside the shoulders, releasing the forehead to the earth. And then slide the hands back by the hips, palms face up. And root down into the tops of the hands and the pubic bone. And inhale and rise the body up. You can keep the tops of the feet down so the heart is drawing forward. The back of the neck is long and isn't stressing. Push the palms up a little bit more. Feel that deep connection to the breath. Exhale, slowly lower down. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Push the hips back to the heels. Curl the toes under, up and back, downward facing dog. Blowing wind through the lips. Letting go of tension in the face, the neck, the shoulders. Inhale, right leg up. Shake that out. Now inhale. Find length, straighten it out. Exhale, step your right foot in between the hands. If you can, keep the back toes curled under as you drop the back knee down. Inhale, low lunge, shake out the hands, the wrists. Exhale, fold over that right leg, peel the toes up, come onto the heel. Inhale into your low lunge. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into a floating plank. Inhale, squeeze the knee to the forehead. Exhale, float your plank. Inhale, take a breath. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale into your back bend, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, push back up to all fours into your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky. And then begin to shake that leg out. Exhale, step the left foot through the hands. Lowering the right knee, keep the toes curled under. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Peel the toes up, come onto the heel. Inhale, lift your heart into your low lunge. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, floating plank. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, floating plank. Inhale, take a breath. Exhale, lower. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, press yourself back through all fours into your downward facing dog. This time moving more fluidly with breath. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Inhale, bend the right knee, lift the heart, low lunge. Exhale, step back, floating plank pose. Inhale, take that breath. Squeeze the knee to the nose. Exhale, float the leg. Inhale, fill the breath. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, make your way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it between the hands. Lowering the back knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Peel the toes up. Inhale, bend the knee, lift the heart, low lunge. Exhale, plant your hands, plank pose. Inhale, float that leg back. Squeeze left knee to left nose. Exhale, float the leg. Inhale, take that breath. Exhale, lower, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, rise up to your push-up. 2 more. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push up. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right toes to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, fold in over the right leg. Inhale, bend the right knee, lift the heart, low lunge. Exhale, hands find the earth. Inhale, left toes to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it all in. Inhale, lengthen through the left toes. Exhale, float back, runner's lunge. Inhale, float the right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, float the leg. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, curl the toes, power the legs, chaturanga all the way to the belly. Inhale, push back up through your high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left toes to the sky. Exhale, step the left foot through the hands. Inhale, lift the heart, low lunge. Exhale, fold in over the left leg. Inhale, bend the left knee, lift the heart, low lunge. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, right toes to the sky. Exhale, right knee to nose, squeeze it in. Inhale, right toes to the sky. Exhale, squeeze it all in. Inhale, lift the right toes. Exhale, float back, runner's lunge. Inhale, float the left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, lower the knees to your child's pose. Forehead to the earth, hands scoop back in the same direction as the toes. Feel the energy as it's shifting. Inhale, rise up to kneeling, seated on the feet. Bring the palms together to connect the thumbs into the heart. And using this moment in the middle, while we're in the midst, to become aware, to feel, and to connect. Release the hands to the earth, to all fours, tabletop. Rise up, downward facing dog. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, bend the knees. Step or hop or float to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips. Rise up into Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, flip the palms forward. Exhale, sweep them, swim them back. Pull the belly back, Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale, chair pose, palms forward. Exhale, arms back, belly tight, Uddiyana Bandha. Moving with breath. Inhale, palms forward. Exhale, belly tight. Inhale, heart and palms forward. Exhale, belly tight. 2 more. Inhale, palms forward. Exhale, belly back. Create length and space in the tailbone. Drop it down. Inhale, palms forward. Utkatasana. Exhale, belly tight. Lay the belly on the thighs. Interlace the hands in the low back. And then fold over the legs. Fists extending up into the sky above. Adding a wiggle to the knees. Exhale, lower the right hand to the left edge of the mat. Left hand to the right edge of the mat. Right hand to the left edge of the mat. Left hand to the right edge of the mat. Swinging and swaying from side to side. Meeting in the middle. Bend the knees, heavy head, rise up to stand. Stacking the spine 1 vertebra at a time as you go. Head comes last, shoulders melt down. Palms connect at the heart center. Inhale again and take the arms up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold in. Bend the knees, take the arms up again, Utkatasana. This time, exhale, take the left elbow outside the right knee. You can keep the hands in prayer, that's okay. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, right elbow outside of left knee. You can keep the hands in prayer. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, left elbow outside of right knee. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, right elbow outside of left knee. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, now stay on this side for 3 breaths. Notice if your left knee is really inching and jutting forward, draw it back in space. Keep the knees in one line. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, switch sides and stay here. Take 3 breaths. Again, keep that right knee in line with the left. Rather than allow it to inch forward, sink the hips. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, thumbs to the heart. Slow the breath down. Be here with your energy as it shifts. Be with it as it's happening. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, fold in. Plant the hands. Step back and let's all meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right toes to the sky. And this time, lift the left heel, come high onto the left toes. How much space can you get from left toes to right toes? Exhale, step that right foot through. Inhale, float the arms up to the sky, coming into our crescent lunge. As you inhale, flip the palms forward. And as you exhale, reach the arms back. Float the belly just above the thighs. Inhale, float the hands up. And exhale, float them back. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold in, staying long and strong. Inhale, move with the breath. And exhale, reach back. Keep the belly in. Keep it drawing in. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, find weight in that right foot. Shift the weight of the left foot forward and through, pulling it up. And then bring the foot into the right inner thigh, into our tree pose. And hug it all in toward the center. Place the left hand on the left knee. Inhale, reach the right arm up and across. Keep rooting into the right foot, extending your roots deeply into the earth. Hands come back to the heart center. Bring the left knee into the chest, and then float it back into our crescent lunge legs with prayer hands. Bring the left elbow outside the right knee, keeping the prayer hands if you can, and then spinning the gaze and looking up over the top of the right elbow. Exhale, release the hands to the earth. Inhale, plant the hands, step back into a 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Shake it out. Release, downward facing dog. Rolling through a vinyasa if you choose. Meeting once again in down dog. Spread deep through the fingers. Stay full around the heart. Bend the knees, straighten the legs, lift the sit bones up, just pulsing. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Come up on the ball of the right foot. Exhale, float the left foot through in between the hands. Placing it down. Inhale, lift the arms up into your crescent lunge. And try to find balance somewhere in between the left and right leg and somewhere in between the front and back body. And spin your palms forward. Inhale. Exhale, reach the palms back. Inhale, float the arms up. And exhale, reach them back. Pull the navel in and back. Inhale, arms float up. Keep going. Exhale, arms reach back. Navel draws in. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, float up. Exhale, float back. And this time, inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, step forward, pulling the right knee through toward a standing knee to chest pose. Take that right foot coming into tree pose. Bring it to the left inner thigh, inner calf, or right toes can find the earth. Palms come together, connect into the heart space. That right foot presses in a little deeper to the inner leg line of the left leg. Lower right hand to the right hip. Inhale, reach the left hand up and maybe across. Releasing out as you came in. Lift the right knee forward, knee to chest. Exhale, float it back. Keeping the hands in prayer. Right elbow tucks outside the left knee. Coming into a twist. Find length from the tail of the spine outward through the crown of the head as you gaze toward the tip of the left elbow. Pull breath into the back of the heart. As you inhale, unravel the twist, plant the hands on the earth. Exhale back to your three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. And then shake out that leg, releasing stagnation. Square the hips into your downward facing dog. Rolling through a vinyasa if accessible. Inhale rolls forward. Exhale lowers you to the earth. Inhale upward facing dog or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, float the foot forward. Placing your left heel down, rise up to warrior one. Bring the hands to the heart. And let's release our left hand to the outside of the right knee or thigh. And then let the right hand find the waist or the sacrum. Eventually trying to find the inner left thigh, but finding a placement of the right hand that's really accessible for you. Take the hands back behind you, interlace, lift the heart, and then fold in. Right shoulder just inside of the right knee. Root so deeply into the left heel, the outer left heel, that you can allow the weight of the head to just hang. Inhale, fist pull back up, thumbs to the heart, warrior one. Pause. In, out with the breath. Rooted into the feet. Next exhale, plants the hands to the earth. Inhale, step back, plank pose. Exhale, lower through knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Make the movement yours, adding whatever feels good today. Meeting in down dog. Inhale, left leg floats up. Exhale, step it through. Spin the right heel down, rise up into warrior one. Spinning the palms forward as the heart opens. Right hand comes outside left knee, left hand trines the hip, the sacrum, or maybe the inner right thigh. Hands come behind the body, interlace, lift the heart, fold in, left shoulder just inside the left knee. Deeply root into the outer right heel so we can allow the weight of the head to drop toward the earth. Inhale, fists rise up, warrior one. Palms can meet at the heart. Exhale, release the hands down. Plant, inhale, step back, plank pose. Exhale, empty the breath, lower, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, adding any variations that feel good to you today. If you're with me, adding several yoga push-ups. Before eventually meeting in child's pose. Hips melt down onto the heels, hands stretch forward, release the center of the brow on the mat, resting once again the center of our swirling thoughts. Flip the left palm up and slide the arm through the right armpit, coming onto the left ear. Pull breath into the back of the heart. Send your gaze toward the left fingertips or up and through the right armpit. and change. Flipping right palm up, coming onto the right ear as the hand stretches underneath the left armpit. And gaze can look toward the right fingers or up through the left armpit. Breath pulls into the back of the heart. Release through center and rise up, meeting in all fours toward tabletop position. Walk the hands forward, hips stay stacked over knees, and begin to melt the heart through the earth into our extended puppy pose. Forehead can release down. Deeper variation would be to lift the gaze to the front of the mat, melt the throat, placing the chin on the earth. Breath continually pulls into the back of the heart, the back ribs, the side ribs. And bend that right elbow and bring the forearm across the mat. Forehead rests down on the forearm. Breathe deeply into the left side of the body, really isolating one half. Fill it up. Side ribs, back of the heart, shoulder blade. Change, bend the left elbow, forehead rests down on the forearm. Breath really isolates the right half of the body. Side rib, armpit, back rib, shoulder blade, back of the heart. Finding so much expansion and spaciousness. Ease yourself up toward all fours. Gentle with that spine, and then shake out the shoulders, noodle arms. And sitting onto the heels, let the hands rest on the thighs. And checking in with the fullness of the spine. And as you exhale, scoop the tail forward, drop the chin to the chest. Inhale, tail tilts back as you rise upward through the heart and the crown of the head. Exhale, tail scoops under, chin to chest. Inhale, ripple through the spine from the tail to the heart to the crown of the head. Exhale, empty, tail under, chin to chest, navel pulls in. Inhale, ripple through. Continue linking movement to breath. I'm rolling through two more. Inhale, last one. Exhale, pull everything inward. Inhale, feel the fullness of the spine. Exhale, bring the tips of the fingers together. And as you press into the tips of the fingers, keeping space between all the fingertips. And then press into the swirly knuckle, the base of the pointer finger, index finger. Feel how that moving inward energizes the hands, the webbing of the hands. And bring the same energy down to the earth as you release the hands down. And then make your way to downward facing dog. And breath is slow and steady. Inhale, right leg floats up. Bend the knee and open the right leg. Find this deep opening through the whole kind of right waist and side of the body. Really staying rooted into the right hand. Inhale, straighten the leg, square the hip. Push up through that heel. Exhale, squeeze, knee to nose as you float the right foot down. And drop the left heel down as we open into our warrior two legs. Left hand reaches up through the heart to the sky. As we find this expansiveness still remains in the heart area. Lower the left hand behind the back, spin the palm away. Inhale, rise up to a revolved warrior, bending the right elbow, bringing the hand to the back of the head. Let the hands, both right and left, support. going deeper by seeing if the fingertips could clasp behind the heart. Breath pulls into the back of the heart. Inhale, unravel and windmill the arms. Right arm reaches forward into our triangle pose. Right palm can rest on the shin. Gaze turns up and looks through the left thumb. Feel a really long, strong spine and the navel hugging tight. Keeping this really open heart. Bend the left elbow, spin the palm away, let the left fingers find the right hip crease. Exhale, bend the right knee, bringing the right hand outside the right foot. Inhale, left hand to the sky, and then down to plant on the earth. Exhale, float the right arm up as you lift the left heel, spinning onto the outer edges of both feet, coming into this side plank variation, beginning to heel toe step that right foot on top of the left into a side plank. Release through center to your plank pose. Push up and back, downward facing dog, and then ripple forward. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, sink and melt the hips. Inhale, float up, downward facing dog. Letting this movement on the second side be really fluid. Inhale, left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip, finding all this length through the left side body. Inhale, straighten the leg, square the hip, find some lift, lift, lift. Exhale, float, left foot through. Drop the right heel down. Warrior 2 stance, left hand plants in or outside the foot. Inhale, right hand floats up. Gaze follows the tip of the right thumb. As we find this open-heartedness. Exhale, bend the right elbow, spin the palm away, hand snakes around the low back. Gaze looks up over that right shoulder as it lifts you up to a revolved warrior. Bend the left elbow, let the hand support the back of the head. Both hands really supporting the body here. Unless you want to deepen, bending that right elbow, can the left and right fingertips grasp? Breath pulls into the back of the heart. Inhale, begin this process of unwinding the arm, straighten that left leg. Left hand reaches forward and cartwheels down into our triangle pose. Gaze up through the right tip of the thumb and feel extension tail through crown. Navel engaged, back tight to the spine. Right elbow bends as the palm spins away. Exhale, bend the left knee, sinking down. Left hand comes in or outside the foot. Inhale, reach the right hand to the sky. Fluid, exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left hand up. Spin onto the outer edges of both feet into your side plank variation. Heel toe step the left foot. With control, float it on top of the right. Side plank. Exhale, left hand plants down into your plank pose. Inhale, push up and press back, down dog. Ripple the spine, plank pose to upward dog variation. Inhale, come on up, downward facing dog. Add a little bend to the knees, lift to the heels, and then sink. Lowering onto the elbows, the forearms, into our dolphin pose. Be soft and light in the knees. Breath pulls into the back of the heart. Use an out breath to float the knees to the earth. Uncurl the toes, sink the weight of the hips onto the heels. Into a child's pose. And walk the hands forward. And forehead rests down. Palms come together. Extend forward to the tips of the fingers while we place our swirly thoughts down into the earth, allowing yourself to really rest by releasing the hands back toward the feet, Palms spin up. Weight of the shoulders drapes and broadens across the back. See if you can feel the shins drop a little deeper. And the side ribs really melting onto your thighs. Next in breath, and we'll come on up, sitting onto the heels. Bring the right hand to the heart, left hand to the belly. Feel the fullness in the spine. Exhale, tailbone scoops forward, chin to the chest. Inhale, ripple through the spine, through the heart to the crown. Linking this movement to the breath, really creating this fluidity up and down the spine as we roll with the breath. Inhale, ripple, and come on up into your knees for Ustrasana, camel pose. Curl the 10 toes under if you prefer, or rest the tops of the feet and the shins flat. Place the hands on the low back, fingertips surrounding the sacrum. As we lift upward and float the heart, our elbows hug toward each other in space. Only if it feels accessible for the neck and the C-spine, allow the weight of the head to release. Hands could maybe find the feet, otherwise stay supported. And then really full movement of breath, allowing this moment of seeing the world from a different point of view. Feet deeply rooted. Hands walk you up and out. Slowly, slowly. Last to come is chin to chest. Uncurl the toes, rest the tops of the feet. Sit with a neutral spine down and just feel fullness. Feel the space as the breath moves in and out. Feel the pulse of prana, the pulse of life. Making a second round, if you have a block, go ahead, bring a block in between your inner thighs or your feet so that we can add this sensation of hugging midline. If you have 2 blocks, bring one between the feet and one between the thighs and engage. Feel these inner thighs pulling up and in, almost a slightly back. Then enter into your camel the same way that you did the first time. Take 5 breaths. Once you find a place where you can hold with a new perspective, this constant companion of your breath moving in and out. Root down to let the hands journey as supports your spine upright, taking your time to ease the hips toward the heels and sit with a tall, full, open spine. Letting the breath then trickle down the spine and create even more space. Feeling that pulse of prana. Shift the hips to the earth, extending the legs forward. Coming onto your seat, feel your weight equally spread across your sit bones. And bend that left knee, and stacking the left knee on top of the right. Shift onto the right hip, bend the right knee, pull the heel back toward the left sit bone. Coming into cow face pose, Gomukhasana. And once again, feeling your weight spread equally across the sit bones. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lift up. Exhale, fold in. Finding depth into the forward fold, and that's acceptable for your body. Maybe that's self-massage on the hips. Maybe it's to stretch the hands forward over the knees to the earth, laying your belly on your knees and thighs. Whatever this pose looks like for you, begin this process of unburdening the hips. Bend the right elbow, bring it out in front of the body at 90 degrees. Wrap the left elbow underneath, left fingers wrap around the right palm into eagle arms. As you hinge at the waist, take those elbows and tuck them out front of the kneecaps. And continue this process of unburdening the hips and the shoulders. Letting go of any effort or strain in the muscular tissues. As you need, unwind the arms, letting the hands find the earth and the shoulders drape and broaden across the back. Allowing the hands to remain as kickstands, supporting the spine as it rolls upward. Begin to spin your body to the right. And as you twist in this way, begin to walk your hands all the way in a circle until you come around facing front again, only now your knees have switched the stack and we find ourselves in cow face pose on the opposite side. Spread weight equally across the sit bones and begin to notice almost immediately the various imbalances and asymmetries of the two halves of your body. Noticing how or where you can go if you go deeper. Do you need self-massage on the hips? Or could you walk your hands forward, folding in, laying on the thighs? Left elbow comes at a 90-degree angle out in front of the face. Right elbow wraps underneath into these eagle arms. And then as we fold in, fold forward, take the elbows and clasp them or reach them to the fronts of the knees. Beginning this process of unburdening the musculature of the hips and the shoulders. Letting them let go. Pull the breath to the back of the heart. When or if you need, unwind the arms. Letting the hands find the earth. Feeling this broadening of the shoulders. Hands continue to act as kickstand supports as we roll our spine, lifting it up. Shift the weight toward the back edges of the sit bones to stretch the legs forward and wiggle the toes and the ankles, releasing stagnation. From here, making your way onto your back body for Shavasana. Let the legs remain long and heavy. Let the hands rest alongside the body. Palms spin up. Exhale deeply several times to empty your body of any remaining muscular tension. Inhales, fill your body with life force, feeling the ripples that accompany the inhales. Tingles and flutters and pulsations. Exhales, empty and release any remaining tension from anywhere in the body. Until you can hardly feel as if the body is breathing anymore at all. And there you are, melted and merged to the earth, while simultaneously weightless, light, as if hovering just above. And gradually awaken the body through a deepening of the breath. Easing over to your right side body, remembering that you can return to this place in any moment. Hands root down to guide you back up to your seat. Taking another deep breath. Palms come together, connecting into the heart. Namaste. This place of lightness in me honors a place of lightness in you.